everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be going over my top 5 pro tips for you to make sure that you're growing rapid in CP and you're growing correctly on the game and you're not misusing things and you know exactly what you're doing. So make sure to follow on. The pro tips get better and better as I go along, and I might even have a secret tip at the end. Shh, don't tell anybody. Right, make sure to smash like as well, guys. So one of the main first tips, right, when it comes to playing a strategy game like this, guys, and this makes a huge impact and difference on your gameplay. So what it is you want to make sure that you are in one of the top, and this is me being honest, you need to be in one of the top alliances, guys, okay? So as you can see here, L&D, LIBR, and GenS, SIM, and RIF are the top 5 factions. Realistically, guys, if you can help it, right, you want to be in the top 3 faction, okay? Worst case, you want to be in the top 5 faction. If you're active on the game, you want to grow, you want to progress, you want to take over, rise up, you want to be in the top 5 faction. No ifs or buts. No ifs or buts, guys. You need to make sure that you are in there and you're capitalizing on every reward you can get and making sure that you've got all the territory and you're just rising up. There's a lot of benefits and advantages from being in a very active, strong alliance, guys, okay? And then step number 2, right, and this one's very kind of important. You want to make sure that you keep an eye on your resources. And a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually see by clicking onto your inventory there, your little bag, and then bottom right side you click statistics, you can actually see exactly how much resources you've got, okay? But then you can also click on the right side and see how much speed ups you've got, guys. That makes a huge impact because you need to make sure that you are preparing for the events to come, okay? Don't ever just use all your speed ups, and you can also change it, by the way, guys, into hours, into minutes. I like to keep it in days just because it's nice and easier, clean to read. But you also want to make sure that you've got enough resources to be able to continue growing and progressing. You want to make sure you've got enough speed ups for the events coming up. You know, like right now, we've got the verses on right now. You know, you've got Allied Power. You've got loads and loads of different events what happen at all times on this game, right? Something's always changing. And I think Season 4 is coming out soon of Dark War Survival. So there's so much more to come. So you need to make sure that you are keeping on track of what you've got and what you've got coming up to level up and invest in. So if we take for consideration right now, if I want to upgrade my watchtower, okay, so to upgrade it now, obviously I've got to do my research center, but look, I'm going to need 144 million wood, 144 mil, is that iron? Cool, I think iron, and then 144 million electricity, I think it is. So if we go onto here, that is iron, yeah, I need 144 mil. So in theory, I have enough, but it's going to leave me without a lot. And I also still need to upgrade, I think it's the investment center here, the research center, yeah. So, you know what I mean? You've got to be on the ball. You've got to get rid of it. And this is 58 million each of these. So you've got to be prepared, guys. Okay, and then we go on to the next tip, guys. So you need to make sure that you are not, and this is a big one, guys, because this is an easy mistake to do on this game, okay? Even I've made that mistake when I first started playing. And what it is, guys, is make sure that you don't just waste all of your rubies. Because as silly as it sounds, yes, you do get a good chunk of rubies on this game, but they're so easy to run out of. They're so easy to just run out of every single, you know, ruby possible, right? Because everything requires, you know, a lot of extra resources, speed ups, and that's why the tip before was to make sure you got enough resources, you got enough speed ups, and you don't just use them all. You wait for events and you capitalize on that. And the same comes to rubies. You need to make sure that you are prioritizing them and only using them when you absolutely need to. You know, keep a stock up in your resources here like this, guys. Keep them safe there, right? Don't have them out at all time, because if you see that number at like 50k, yeah, you're going to spend it. So try not to have it all out at one time. Be reservative with it, you know, and only use it on what you absolutely need to. Okay, and then one of the massive tips I can tell you guys, right, and I use this one myself all the time, and this is a big one, big one. That's one of the reasons why I've got a good chunk of, you know, paid heroes, S tier heroes, right, is utilizing GemZ. So GemZ is a top-up service, so they can get you up to 35% off all in-game packs on Dark War Survival and many other mobile games. But obviously we're just playing Dark War Survival today, so that's the main one. They do a flash deal, so I tell you what, just check out the description for their Discord, top link in. It's fantastic. You also get $10 off your first purchase. So keep that in mind. Fantastic odds for you guys Thought I'd share that one with you. Okay, number 5, tip number 5 for you all guys, and this one is one what a lot of people make mistakes on, especially if you've never played a strategy game before, if you're not used to something so dynamic as a game like Dark War Survival and the top strategy games that are out there, because some of them can be very, very hardcore and very intense and hard to actually progress with. And one of the most valuable points and one of the most key points to actually progressing in this game and rising up, I tell you what, we're going to do an extra tip as well. So we're going to do 6, guys, okay? So what number 5 is, guys, is research. Okay, research is so valuable, okay? And it all depends on what you research and what you spend your time into, your resources and energy, to kind of what you get out of it, right? So some people go straight for battle, some people go for economy, some go for develop, vice versa, right? So the one thing you need to make sure, guys, and this is, I haven't done it too much with this account, I've got multiple accounts, but I try to keep everything growing at steady rate, okay? So I don't want one area just to rise up, I want to rise everything up together, okay? And that's how you can be extremely smart, extremely skilled on a game like Dark War Survival, because it is a hardcore strategy game at the end of the day. Things are always changing, always progressing, so don't just focus on just battle, guys. Focus on economy, right? It can make a big difference of, you know, farming resources, the production of what you get, as well as development, yeah? Okay, you can see here development. Then obviously you've got your battle strategy and you've got your duel, and these can come from utilizing, you know, from your alliance to get these. Okay, so now on to the magic tip number 6, right? Tip number 6. So this is a bonus one for all of you guys watching, right? Because I appreciate you guys. So make sure to smash like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Join my Discord. All link in description. So tip number 6 for you guys, yeah, is, are you ready? It's VIP. It's so valuable, so valuable. So as you can see, I'm VIP 7, so I'm not the highest VIP there is out there, right? But a great thing about being VIP 7 is I get research speed of plus 10%, and research speed is very, very slow. It can take days and days and days, as I can show you here. We've got 2 researchers on right now, and that's 1 day and 2 hours, and we've got another one which is 2 days and 16 hours, which, take in mind, if you're in a big active faction, you're going to be getting, you know, help on your researchers to take down that time. So that's why you need to be in a big active faction too. But VIP 17, so I'm getting plus 10%. I'm also unlocking an extra slot for research queue, as you can see at the bottom here. Unlock research queue 2. So I didn't have to pay real money to unlock research queue number 2. I just got that for being higher level VIP. Don't get me wrong, shout out to Gemsy again, because obviously I bought packs on there cheaper. I had the ability to kind of use some rubies to actually get myself up there. But as said, be careful with your rubies, don't overdo it. You know, I buy packs actively, so I'm always getting rubies, but you need to kind of make sure you kind of pace yourself and don't overdo it. Also, it gives you higher resource protection, coin protection, resource output, so you produce more resources, which is great. You really need to. Construction speed plus 10%, which is huge. Construction is so slow. Trainee slot plus 2, and adventure rewards 20%, which is great. And obviously you get your free daily rewards, but it gets even better. The higher level you go, the more and more you're going to get out of it, right? So you can just keep going up and up. Look, this one here, VIP 19, you get in troop defense 20%. That's massive. That is massive. And obviously you kind of get the consistent ones all the way through, you know, with resource production, coin protection, resource protection, coin protection, resource output. You know, you're kind of always going to get these ones, but they just get better and better, higher and higher. And VIP 10 that's where it kind of gets a bit more crazy for you guys. You unlock resource aid feature, right? And that's when it starts getting big time, because you're getting an extra 20% troop attack, and that's very, very, very valuable and crucial for your progress on the game. So it's one of them you need to keep active, doing your dailies, taking part in all the events. You know, make sure you get your packs through GemZ so you can get even more packs and grow even faster. And then your VIP will just go up naturally with that, and you'll just start taking over. It's one of them you got to make sure you're putting the effort in to do the research, to do the time, to make sure you're doing the dailies, educating yourself, and maximizing every single event you can. And that's why I said, don't just waste all of your resources and your speed ups. Save them for certain events, because it makes a big difference, guys. Trust me, it makes a huge, huge, huge difference. Okay? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out GemZ, top link in the description. And goodbye.